Hi everyone, so I'm just getting straight into it. I'm using first the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate just to do my brows like I normally do. These brows are actually quite more defined and dark than I would normally do them, but that's just because I'm doing a glam look. Next, I'm taking my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade F8.5, and I'm just going to carve up my brows and use this as my eyeshadow base. Next, I'm taking this new palette that I have, which is actually from Primark, and it's the Rose Quartz palette, I believe, and it's beautiful. And I'm going to be taking the shade Firecracker, as you've just seen, and just patting it right into my base and not blending it out just yet. I'm just going to try and apply as much pigment as I can to help blend out in a sec. So not taking any more eyeshadow on my brush, I'm just going to use what I have left on the brush to blend out the edges, and I'm going to just use small circular motions with a light hand to help blend this out. So taking a fluffier brush and these orange shades from my Lick and Lash Beauty palette, I'm just going to blend this orange shade right above that Firecracker shade, just to help blend it out and make it more seamless. So next I'm going to be using my Subculture palette and using the shade Fudge right there, and it's just a really nice dark chocolatey colour just to deepen the crease. And I'm just going to do pattern motions again like I did with the first colour that I used, just to get as much pigment as I can and then blend it out afterwards. And this is going to be the last, like the darker shade that I use on this look. So once I've blended all of that out, I'm just going to carve my half cut crease out with the same concealer that we used earlier, the Revolution one. And I just think that half cut creases are like way more subtle, and they just look so much better on the eye. So next I'm taking my custom palette from Primark again. I love Primark eyeshadows. I love this palette, it's just like me and the palette. So I'm going to be taking the Rose Gold Peachy Goldy shade. It's like my favourite shimmer shade that I actually own. And I'm just going to be putting that all over the cut crease. Next, I'm going back to the other Primark palette, and I'm going to be taking this dark berry shade. It's actually called Peachy, which is like a stupid name for a berry shade, but that's what it's called. And I'm just going to be putting that on the outer part of the half cut crease, if that makes sense. You can see what I'm doing, and it just kind of makes it look more ombre effect and has more like shimmer and colour to it, so yeah. So you're all probably going to be disgusted about this, but I'm actually using mascara as eyeliner because I didn't have any eyeliner left. I didn't have any gel liner left, I didn't have any liquid eyeliner left. So I'm just using mascara. I actually used to do this when I first started out on makeup when I didn't have any eyeliner, and it is actually really good. I would say use a more expensive mascara because they are more black, like eyeliner. I use the Benefit Their Real mascara, I think. And And yeah, it's fine. It should be fine on your eyelids. It was fine on mine anyway. So next I'm taking my Cat Eyes palette from Too Faced, and I'm going to be using this black shade to help kind of blend the eyeliner into my eyeshadow, and kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just blending it so it's not a wing, it's just like an eyeliner and then eyeshadow. And I'm also applying it onto the eyeliner to make it matte. Next I'm using my Dull Beauty highlighter to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. Now I'm applying the same concealer to my bottom lash line, just to finish the eyeshadow on the bottom lash line. Next I'm taking this matte lip paint thing from L'Oreal, I don't know what shade it is, but it's bright red, and I'm just going to apply it to my waterline. And again, for me this was fine to use in my eye, but I don't know if it would be fine for you, so just make sure, you know, that everything's cool. So yeah, I'm just applying this to my inner lash, no it's not my inner lash line, it's my waterline, just to kind of brighten it up in my eye a little bit, and then just setting it with a red eyeshadow. Next I'm using the same mascara that I use as eyeliner, and just putting some mascara on ready for my lashes. So the lashes that I'm using are from Bahama Lashes on Instagram. They're so nice. They're in the style Babylon, I think. They're just so long, so wispy. I think the longest lashes I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I'm just going to be letting the glue dry on them and moving on to primer. So the primer that I'm using is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is so nice, I can't deal. It's like an illuminating primer, but it also has that filter in it which just blurs everything as well. So I'm just going to be applying that all over my face. So these two foundations are my favourite foundations of like all time at the moment, but they're way too dark for me as I don't have any fake tan on, so I'm going to be using the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation, which is in the shade F8.5, which is the same colour as my concealer. And I know when I put it on it's way too light, and I know that it's really light, but I'm just going to try and bronze myself up later. I've just realised what I said, but by the way I mean too light, I mean for my chest. This is probably like the right colour for my natural face colour, but my chest, it's just way too light for my chest. So next, moving on to concealer, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just going to brighten up under my eyes because I don't really need to conceal that much, because obviously I do have the eyeshadow covering my bags. Also using Revolution concealer to contour. I think it's the shade C14. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's C14. And yeah, this is really dark compared to my foundation, but it just really sculpts out my face, and then it just means I don't have to do powder contour later. So next I'm using my Beauty Bakery flour powder, whatever it was called. It's just a setting powder in the shade Translucent. I'm just using that just to set under my eyes and just the places where I just don't want to get oily. Now using my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer just to bronze up my face. This is very warm orangey toned and that's what I like in a bronzer, so I'm just warming up my face. I'm also using this Becca Cosmetics bronzer. It's a shimmery bronzer, so it just makes me look more dewy. It's in the shade Capri Coast and it's just so nice. I'm like obsessed with Becca Cosmetics at the moment. Next I'm also taking something from Becca. This is their blush in the shade Flower Child. It's so nice. It's like peachy with like gold reflex in it. Again, I like anything with shimmer in it, so. For highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit, which is gorgeous. It's got so many nice shades in it. And then I'm just going to spray my face before I use this to make the highlight stand out even more. So for lips, what I like to do is I like to put lip balm on first, just to hydrate my lips, and then tap it out so it's not too much on. Then using my NYX lip liner in the shade London. This is just a gorgeous colour for a nude lip. It's so nice. How many times was this so nice in this video? Yeah, I'm just using that, and I really overline my lips because I don't like my lips, so yeah. Then lastly, I'm using the NYX Butter Lip Gloss, I think it's called, or something like that, in the shade Fortune Cookie.